There's this wonderful sequence of events that occur in the Gospel of Mark around chapter 10. Jesus is traveling around the countryside around Jericho with his disciples and some followers around him, and he begins to disclose some of the things that are going to happen to him near the end of his life. He talks about how he would be given into the hands of the Romans and be beaten, and it's like when he says that stuff, the disciples look at him and scratch their head. It's like they don't even get it. They don't have eyes to see what Jesus is getting at. A little further on, Jesus then is leaving Jericho, and as he's heading outside of the city, again with his disciples and followers in tow, he comes across a man named Bartimaeus, who is blind. He's begging at the side of the road. And when Bartimaeus hears that Jesus is coming along, he cries out because Jesus' reputation has reached his ears. He knows that this is the man that could actually restore his sight. He cries out for Jesus, and Jesus' followers push him off at first, but then eventually Jesus says, "Bring the man to me." And when Bartimaeus stands before Jesus, Jesus asks him this question: "What do you want me to do for you?" Probably a question Bartimaeus has been waiting for someone to ask him for a long time. And Bartimaeus says, "I want to see." Jesus then restores his sight. He says to Bartimaeus, "Because of your faith, I will restore your sight." You know, that would be a wonderful story just at face value, but it goes much deeper than that. It seems that Bartimaeus, even though he was physically blind, actually could see better than any of the other people that were around Jesus in that day. They all suffered from something called spiritual blindness, and that's something that Jesus addressed a lot in the Bible. This Sunday and this weekend, as we continue in our message series at North Park, Missio Dei, the Mission of God, Christmas edition, we're going to look a little bit at this idea that Jesus has come to give sight to the blind. We're going to explore what is it in our life that causes us to have spiritual blindness, and the hope that we can have by giving that to Jesus and inviting us to give new eyes to see Him and all His glory and the things that He can bring into our lives. So join us this weekend as we continue in our message series.